Lily, is that your plan for the day? Hey? Hello to you. Well, you'll see, Lily. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Typically, Lily is already out, up, settled. Yeah, up here. Now, I don't even know what to say, you know, after all these many years of having Lily now, which is, what are we looking at? 7 years? You would think, well, not that Lily has been doing this for several years, but she's been doing this for, oh my gosh, 5 years at least, coming out and sleeping up here, along with, of course, Jack and Lacey, you know, used to love coming out here as well. Jack more so than Lacey did. Jack was also one of those snakes that really loved getting out and coming up and chilling out. Of course, in areas that I made for them. Unfortunately, Jack never got to enjoy this so much upper area. But Lily and of course my other snakes have got all of that available to them now, and I do keep on trying to find things to add for them to enjoy, although I don't think for Lily she really cares so long as she's got this particular area to climb up on, because this is, if you can see how tiny, which is a hand space, I guess you could say, this little area here. Now, once I made it this little because once upon a time Lily was that little, you know, she could curl up on this. Of course now, even though all these branches and things were here, or bamboo poles, etc., she can now, of course, utilize this whole area to lay up on. But that's not really what I want to discuss. You know, I want to discuss what is this behavior? What is, like, I am talking that Lily, excuse me, Lily prefers to be here. I'm going to turn that heat off for the moment, rather than it upsetting the light all of the time with my camera. And I can only get, well, I can get close, but then I don't want to see Lily thinks, oh, is Mum going to come and actually physically pick me up and put me home? Now, as much as I don't want to put Lily home, I don't ever really want to put Lily home. But Lily would never go home. Lily would just prefer to hang out up here. It's okay, sweetie, I'm not going to, I'm not going to put you home. I promise you that. And you can hide your head, but I can still see you, you know. Like, you can't hide, I guess you could say. But, oh, no, you know, so many shadows up here as well, so, and it is just Lily laying there like a big lump, as she does pretty much all day and all night. But I do honestly believe that Lily sees this. Can you curl up anymore? Can you hide from me any more than what you're already doing? Hey? By the way, I'm going to be offering Lily a meal today out here. I often try and give her a feed out here. Sometimes she does eat out here. Other times it's almost like in the back of her mind. Well, my thinking is, I'll eat, and I never put her away. Oh, put her away. Well, I'm putting her away, am I not, when I put her home, as far as she's concerned. But, you know, I leave it for about an hour or so before I actually, you know, tweak Lily into going home. Do I pick Lily up and take her home? No. I will just head Lily down this direction with a head. Yes, I'll have to pick up a certain part of her and, you know, tell her to come on home. But she generally knows that I'm asking her to go home, and she does it. But she may do it. She's not happy about it in terms, excuse me. Like I said, it's early in the morning and it takes my voice a little while to get going. And I'm sorry that, you know, this is actually the best way for you to see most of Lily in some ways. She's nice and still, but of course I can only shed so much light up here on her as well. But I mean, I love Lily's colours. I love the silver, the black. This used to be a whole lot whiter. It's no longer white. It's dulled down to a cream colour, but that's because Lily's getting older. But my point is, Lily hates, dislikes her enclosure. She would much rather be out all of the time. And I'm talking, I have to swap arms, hands, arms, ouch, arms, shoulders, ouch. Oh my goodness, Letty, I'm getting too old for this as well, for you to be up somewhere like this and me try and get you on film these days. But Lily, from my point of view, dislikes her enclosure now and does prefer to be out. The only time that she is really in contentment like level, or I see it, or is in her enclosure and seems to deal with that, is when she's in shed. And then she utilises her enclosure to thermal regulate from heat to cool and so forth, which of course she could do out here as well. But she does seem to be, like, I know she's okay in her enclosure. You know, I've tried lowering heat, upping heat, and in discussing that with the vet, and I said, you know, I lowered her heat to, I think, as low as 29 to see if that would make her more content in her enclosure. And it's an 1800 long enclosure, so, but her cool end never drops below, I guess, 25 overnight. And her, of course, warm end is up there at that 29. I don't want to lower it any more than that. I've tried putting it up higher. I've had it at 32. Currently it's at 32, 33. It makes no difference to Lily. It doesn't alter her behaviour in terms of her coming out every day. She prefers to be out. And I'm going to do a live stream about this and discuss the need for some. Like, all my snakes love coming out. All my snakes eventually have to be put home. Not many of them make their way back to their enclosure and go home willingly. No, I have to put them home. And I think if you've created a comfortable environment for them to be in, where they actually feel completely safe. Oh, Lily, I guess I'll put your heat back on for you. I've had to put heat here because Lily spends so much of her life out. I want her to be able to thermal regulate properly out here and have heat. She can get away from the heat. She's got plenty of areas to move to. She's got this lower area if she gets too warm. So I know that she's fine. But where are you, Arch? Are you up in your spot? Hey? Yes, he is. But we're blurred. Of course, I have put some PVC piping in there for him. I need to put another one higher, which I will do. Thanks to Laurie Torini and watching her channel. I had to get some hooks in, of course. But anyway, I do want to do a live stream about this subject. So I'm not going to say too much more because I want to know other people's thoughts on this. And if they have snakes that are the same, agitated in their enclosure, and chilled when they're out. So, thank you for watching. You take care. And from Lily and me, ciao.